Spirits review. So tonight I get to try another brand new beer. I love trying new beers, gotta be honest. So from St Peters Brewery, it's their whiskey beer. Golden beer with a measure from the English Whisky Company. 4.8% volume. It does say on the back something. A superb golden beer with smoky overtones. Does it say peated? I don't know. We'll try it anyway, see how it goes. So yeah, another one from the beer hall that I got the other week. And you know, some amazing beers. It really is a brewery that caters for a lot of different types of beer lovers. And now they've got the ultimate mixed box set. I think that's what it's called. I would have called it the reviewer's box set. In fact, if it was me, I'd have a bottle of every single beer, bar the alcohol-free jobbies. So if it's 18 or 19 or even 20 bottles, bang it with a glass, this glass, because I bought this separately, and sell it at a price that matches whatever the cost of the beers, obviously, and call it the reviewer's box, the reviewer's case. You know, I could be onto a thing, couldn't I? What's up with this seat? No, might have to bring the seat down from the kitchen down. Now the picture now looks brilliant. You can see the 3 rows, and you can even see that. And then there's a bottle of St Peters Plum Porter as well, just ready to be reviewed at some stage. So golden pour, good carbonation and lacing. Obviously this has got a bit of a widget in the bottom, which helps that. You can see it flowing through the centre, can't you? We should be able to. Whitehead. Hint of whiskey on the nose, to be fair. So now I'm on the Oak Park furlough now, so I'm off now till next Monday. I'm going into work Monday and Tuesday, and well, for the next few weeks I might as well make it Monday and Tuesday, get them out of the way, and the rest of the week's my oyster, as it were. Yeah, it's quite nice. So it just gives me the chance to catch up with life, catch up with the beer room, get the beer room sorted out, because this is, you know, it's more than a hobby. It's a great place to come and escape the house sometimes, especially when you've got a gas fire that's working. But I've got all my games consoles down here. I'll have a computer's coming back down here. Don't know if I can get the internet. And you can even watch films down here if I wanted to. Put all my Marvel films on and watch them in peace without somebody turning it off. And try not to fall asleep watching them, you know, which is usually the case. I do have this tendency to nod off. Definitely get a hint of smokiness in the taste, and I'm sure I've got a bit of peatiness as well. 4.8%, not the strongest of. I mean, I've had some other whiskey inspired beers. I might even have one somewhere else here. Oh dear. You know, when you've got so many beers, it's really hard to pull out one, as it were. No, I haven't got a clue where it is. Oh, bless you, I have got a clue. So McEwan's do Headspace, which is their whiskey beer. This is a Scotch whiskey beer, so 5.8%. So yeah, an English whiskey beer. And I dare say, is it actually St Peters who are making the whiskey? Because these days, a good sideline of a lot of breweries who are up and down the country now is to make gins, whiskies, rums, vodkas, because most of the time they've already got the equipment to do it. You know, it's not hard to, especially for big companies, to use the equipment as a still. I'm sure it isn't. And it's a good way of merging, you know, your business, expanding your business without having to pay out for special machines. I'm sure. I mean, the likes of Sadler's do it. Well, lots of the big breweries do it now, and even smaller breweries are doing it. You know, like near me, Blue Monkey, they do it there. They've got their gins. I mean, they're pricey, but I've not actually bought one because they are a little bit on the pricey side. But I mean, I know how much it costs to make gins and that. So I mean, I know you have to pay duty, which is always the ball ache, but. Ooh. So yeah, I definitely need I'm going to put a mini shelf that comes out. It's only a case of screwing a bit of wood on there, and yeah, don't need that far out. Oops. Even if it's something like there. So job for tomorrow. A couple of screws. I've got the bar, and I've got a piece of decking going up, and then a piece of decking here. And you can't actually see the decking now because of the way I've angled the camera. So that's actually better. But it's good thick decking. So what I might do is put a piece on here, so that the can or the bottle, as in, you know, this is a bottle, so you can actually see it, because it adds to the beer review in my. And plus, I don't have to. If I'm doing live reviews, I can say to somebody, I'm reviewing that. You know, if I'm doing a live review, I've held off on live reviews because I tend to go off on a tangent, and they tend to be really, really long. So I'm trying to knock down the length of the reviews a little bit at least. It don't always work out that way because I start rattling as I'm doing there. So it's a different type of whiskey beer that I'm used to. But the flavours, I get the golden beer, and I can actually pull apart the golden beer and the whiskey quite nicely and get the flavours from both sides. How many glasses do you get that you can actually read what's on the glass, and it's all really interesting? It tells you about the St Peters, really. All very interesting. So yeah, day off tomorrow, and crack on, and I've got a little bit of gardening to do. I'll keep harvesting seeds. Next year I am going to grow absolutely thousands. Well, that's the hope, of dahlias, and at both projects that I'm looking after, both sites, I want to install a dahlia border on both sites. At Kelham, want to run down the road as you drive in, to get a wall of colour as you're driving in. Doesn't need to be a wide wall, but certainly a foot or 18 or 2 feet at the most, all the way down. And combination of dahlias and Verbena bonariensis mixed together. May have to stake them, but that is the plan of action. And from March onwards, then I can start really coming out with some amazing ideas, flower beds, and show the new boss, and not only the new boss, but show people who know me when I'm let loose what a talent that I've got for gardening. It's not just about mowing and cutting, pruning shrubs. I mean, these days most of them prune shrubs with a hedge trimmer, which is not pruning. If you prune shrubs with an hedge trimmer and think you're pruning, then you need to pack in calling yourself a gardener. And for me, just the thought of being able to bring, colour and all that back to some sites, and at some stage both sites should get into local newspapers and that for the transformation and for the gardens, top class gardens. That's the hope, and we'll see if I get there. Back to the beer anyway. So yeah, so missing out on seeing the decking means that I'm sat there quite low. I need to sort this chair out. It's one of them stupid gas chairs. You think it'd go up. No, I think the gas part's broke. Might get lobbed in the bin. Might go and get the other chair from the other shed. Not as comfy as this though, it is comfy. So yeah, this whiskey bit. I do think that beers that have spirits blended in are going to be a much more of a thing. I've already seen it in lagers, obviously. It did happen a few years ago when I was at Sainsbury's. There was a brand, I can't remember the chuffing brand, and they had a Tennessee bourbon one, and it tasted very similar to ginger beer, to be fair. But yeah, they were really nice, but it didn't really last. I think they were too early for the time. But now, with the likes of with the spirit lagers that I've just reviewed, and even the cocktail lager, that was quirky. A gin beer, proper gin beer, infused beer. Well, Lincoln Green do it with gin and beer it. And you can see that more of these type of beers will come to the front at some stage. Be interesting to see what happens on that front. Right. I've just looked up there. I've got my other bottle of Christmas ale because I ordered the box set, the ultimate box set, and there was no Christmas ale with it, and I thought, I've got to get Christmas ale. Then I thought, I've got to get a glass. So I ordered 2 bottles, and the other one I'm saving for near Christmas. It's going to be a near Christmas review. I mean, the funny thing is, I've got 2 advent calendars for the run up to Christmas. And then I've got an advent calendar that's been given to me by my son for Christmas to run from Christmas Day. So I'm already assured of quite a few beers on the run up to Christmas. Our little lockdown doesn't end by Christmas because none of us know really, by December the 2nd. Because it's all right having these vaccines, but they've got to get them out to the general population before you kill more people. And yeah, it might be the thing that we're still in lockdown for quite a while. But we all hope that it puts an end to it, because obviously the run up to Christmas is a very, very busy time of the year, and people getting presents and that. And not everybody likes doing online. I mean, you look at the gaming scene, the PS5 and the new Xbox. they could make a massive amount of money this Christmas selling them, but no one can go out to the shops to buy them anyway. And yeah, it's and there's going to be shortages. This is what you get for waking up at 5:30 in the morning. By the time I get to about 8 o'clock at night, I'm shattered. Shame I can't read the back. But I do like the fact that they're using an English whisky. You know, that's it's nice. I mean, I'm not sure if it's available on St Peters' website. I've never really looked for that. But a Todd of whiskey dropping in, yes, very interesting. Yeah, although if it was me, there'd be more than a Todd. There'd be like that much whiskey and that much beer. Yes, it'd be a strong one. Might have to try that on the run up to Christmas, getting a random beer and then putting a bit of I mean, I'm thinking of doing that to make a rum and raisin stout, really. Boiling a load of raisins up and adding actually a bottle of rum to it. Obviously a barrel, not to a pint. But yeah, very interesting. The things you think. I mean, I like to homebrew and dabble, and I mean, obviously the proper brewers would do it in the proper way, but me, I'll be doing it in the cheap way. But hey ho, you know, you do what you do, don't you? Very nice. I've definitely got the elements of the whiskey beer, well, the whiskey as well. You've heard me spout on enough. It's 17 minutes in, Jesus. Out of 5 then. For me, probably could have done with it being slightly stronger, if I'm being honest. A bit more whiskey in there, but that's just probably the me coming out, you know, that. But you do get the elements of the whiskey that you just shine through, and the ale itself is a nice ale, and they both elements combine into a nice beer. Out of 5 then, about 4.2 for me. And that's it for this beer review. As always, thank you for watching, and see you soon. And I look really small on this chair, don't I? Failed. Right, see you soon. Cheers.